It's our first coffee festival. First time we've run a coffee festival here in Birdhill, and indeed I think it's the first time the country has had a coffee festival that's really geared towards people who make coffee at home. So if you're a home coffee maker, you've got a coffee machine or even a French press, but you want to know more about coffee and you're coffee curious, well, this is the place to be. We're here in the old barracks. The building is a 300-year-old Garda barrack. The building has been through a couple of iterations of owners and businesses, but we are here since 2015, and it's this weekend, 6 years ago, that we actually opened our roastery to the public. The festival is a celebration of our birthday, but it's also a celebration of coffee. What we find all the time on bank holiday weekends is that people come down here and they visit the roastery and they taste our coffee. So this was just another reason to do that. The building itself really lends itself to doing something different. So that's what we tried to create here in terms of building a more experiential environment for customers. You've also got just kind of this environment where it's an adults-only space, and it's, you know, it feels all very grown-up and it's respectful of everybody else. So that's what's really cool about what we do here. So Sage are here, they're doing demonstrations, education classes, and they're just helping people understand how to use the Sage espresso machines better. Sisu have the cold pressed juices, so they're also in the marquee. They've brought a huge selection of cold pressed juices in shot formats and also in larger bottles. And also in the marquee we have Miguel Arte from Bolivia, and he's here roasting coffee and showing people really what coffee looks like from its raw material all the way through to its finished format. Upstairs in the main building we have Daniel Horvat from Sumo Coffee Roasters, and Daniel is doing triangulation, cupping and some tasting. We also have Luis Alvarez there teaching people how to make Irish coffees, rum mochas, Bailey's lattes. Then we have wine tastings upstairs as well in the main building. And the main building we have our invited guests, La Marzocco. So La Marzocco are typically commercial partners, but they do have a really high-end range of machines that you can use for home. The idea of putting on a festival was based around trying to bring education to people in a simpler manner, or trying to give them access to education. And what I mean by education is just to understand coffee better. First of all, so people understand that coffee comes from different countries and it tastes differently. And even from within that country, you could get different varieties of coffee, and those varieties, although they're from the same country, might actually individually taste differently. So the festival gives people the option to taste those coffees just on their ticket pass for the festival. So for a €20 buy-in, you get access to all the education at the festival, all the talks and demonstrations with Sage, and then you get to try some of our coffees that you might not think you should spend on, let's say, if you come on a normal day. So it just gives people that opportunity to try something different.
Hi, my name is Daniel Horvat. I'm the founder and CEO of Sumo Coffee Roasters. Also three-time national cup taster champion. Yeah, we started our own business together, me and my fiance, Alex. We founded in 2020 in full pandemic. I think I found myself unemployed after winning a world championship, unemployed, and lost all my consultant contracts, and it was a really tough position. I had to make a decision and to open my own thing. Cupping is a way of tasting coffee. It's very common to use it at the farms. We use it for QC, we use it when we buy greens and roast ID and so on and so on. And it's basically the purest way to taste coffee.
It's a great pleasure to be here today. It's the first show of this kind that has been done in Ireland, and we have been working with all barracks very close to sort of really deliver an event that it can sort of bring the people together to enjoy all sort of activities that we have organized for this couple of days. Obviously, coffee is at the center of everything, and people have the opportunity to try incredible coffees, and we got the machines to deliver those coffees. I'm quite surprised with the level of knowledge of most people coming to this event. People are curious about how to achieve that, the perfect cup of coffee at home. It's something that is missing in the Irish market. It's not many events like this around where people can sort of really learn more and get educated in a way about the possibilities of coffee. There's a lot of things to read in press and media, etc., but not many places where you can come in person and really experience that.
My name is Miguel Iriarte Suarez. I come from Santa Cruz, Bolivia, and I am here in the Birdhill Coffee Festival presenting a booth of Bolivian green beans and a small workshop of roasting. Mostly what we are aiming in the coffee festival is to see the different stages of the beans when they are roasted, and at the same time educate people about the traceability of green beans. The name of the project is Arte Coffee Project. It's about the traceability of Bolivian green beans, but bringing the sustainability for the coffee farmers rather than the coffee seeds. The project is to give a good standard of living, so we want to make the whole line transparent as possible, have the traceability of the bean, of the process, of the qualities. Everything needs and will be always made handmade, from the picking, from the process, even in the classification mills. After being on 10 steps of classification, it's an art and a craft that we want to bring it and show it here. Everyone can drink it, can taste it, can enjoy, you know? A Bolivian bean, a Bolivian coffee, and a Bolivian quality as well.
So it's super to have such a big event, a lot of people coming down from all parts of the country, different suppliers, just being able to showcase a different side of coffee as well. I think coffee sometimes can be pretty insular, like if you're really into coffee and you're in the industry, you know all the people who are in the industry, and it's all very kind of, I suppose, a more professional aspect of it. Having these events for the general public kind of spreads awareness. It actually, to be honest, just helps every business. So if you have these events, they can kind of take it in at their own leisure, their own pace, understand what's going on, what they like, and how they want to interact with coffee. So yeah, it's super. It just kind of helps everyone, you know?
Hi, my name's Jacob. I work for a company called La Marzocco. We are an Italian espresso machine manufacturer. We've been around since 1927, making handmade espresso machines. It's been such a lovely festival. It's such a nice mix of home baristas and coffee enthusiasts, right down to pros and coffee shop owners and bakeries and all sorts of things. So it's been really lovely meeting with loads of people who are so interested in coffee and so passionate. It's been really lovely to show off our machines and chat to so many new people as well. The thing that's great about coffee is the community, right? And having these local coffee festivals where you get in the entirety of the local community. Again, it goes back to the pros, to the home baristas and coffee enthusiasts. Like, everybody's here because of a common interest, and it brings everyone together in such a lovely way. So it's been really lovely.
My name's Grant Jacobs. I'm newly head of sales for Sisu Juices.
Debbie Duncan is my name. I'm a sales account manager for Sisu. We are an Irish business. We do cold-pressed juices and shots, organic kombucha, and our plant-based milks, Outrageous, which you'll see here at the festival. It's lovely for us to interact with customers, to talk to the general consumer, get feedback from our brand and do tastings. It's lovely, it's great, and we've had fantastic feedback from customers about our brand, so we're delighted to be here.
As Debbie said, it's actually getting to the people who drink the coffee and try the juices. You're not selling to a reseller or a wholesaler, it's actually the people who want to try it, and getting honest, straight feedback is fantastic. Everyone has different tastes, but the good thing is you're working with different tastes, you're working with different people. You're working with different people who come from different ages, different backgrounds, different cultures, and it's just fantastic to be part of that sort of growing brand, a growing trend. What Alan's done here is amazing. Like, even in Australia, I've never been to one of these sort of dedicated coffee festivals where everyone's partaking and everyone's there just to show their wares, but also to be part of the coffee family of East Ireland. So having that whole choice of coffee and how you have your coffee and what you're drinking your coffee has really changed, and being part of that trend and being part of that forward movement has been fantastic, actually. Glad to be part of it.
Lovely to meet all the people. Everybody's just so warm and welcoming, and yeah, so it's been really good, really positive, and yeah, we're delighted to be here.
Most people haven't been to a coffee event before. They don't know what a coffee festival is. And I suppose when you say festival, people expect live music and beer and parties and mosh pits, I don't know. But here at a coffee festival, what we're getting is all this share of knowledge. So it's kind of like an open source of education, and people are really finding that they feel comfortable to ask questions and just to discover things about coffee that they didn't know before.
Well, of course, it's amazing. I'm so privileged to be part of this. I think we have huge potential. Like, we have a huge customer base of customers that or clients that wants to try new things and discover new coffees. And it's a shame that is not as many events, to create more events like that, to bring people together, because after all, coffee is all about people, and I have a way of saying coffee connects people, so it's a fun way to do it.
No, I'm really looking forward to see and hearing from everybody, every visitor about the feedback. It's a lot of joyful faces and people seem to having a great time. And I look forward to do something else again next year if the opportunity comes.
100%. I think what we did today was, especially with the competition, with the triangulation competition, I think it was just something spontaneous, something that just happened, and everybody clicked, and it was so much fun. I think we have to do that more often and offer even bigger prices, and not only 300 euros or more prices, and I think it will be fun.
I really do hope this is the first of many. It's been a really lovely show, and it's just great to meet so many new people and see what's going on in this area. It's been great.
Really looking forward to see what happens next year. I think our first foray into this was fantastic. I think next year will be even bigger and better.
It's a day out, like, for people, you know, it's a lovely day out for people to come here, have a nice coffee experience, you know, just a nice experience to come here and enjoy it, so yeah.
The whole idea was to bring people on this journey of understanding coffee at a different level. So we're here to pull back the curtains a little bit and to give people as much education as we can and to make them feel comfortable asking questions and, you know, just to discover a little bit more about coffees.